We back.
We back.
Episode number 11.
Number 11, man.
11.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
11.
We're making progress, man. We're making moves out here. And like I said, I'm always appreciative. Oh, first of all, let me introduce the show. My bad. I'm so rude. Obviously, episode 11. If I was you, I would listen with my guy S. Dot over there, my man Professor Josh, and I go by the man. What's my name again? Zeem. All right, but anyway, I just got flustered because I got a lot of love this weekend. And it's crazy how much people are watching this, podcast is growing. And that's what I just wanted to see, the progression. So, on behalf of me and my amigos over here, really appreciate it, truly appreciate it, and all the positive vibes. And we're just going to keep it going and just give you guys good content. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
Facts. So,
how you guys been?
Man, I feel great. Went to the Pats game yesterday. It was a loss, but it was it was still fun to be there.
Mac Jones.
Yo, listen, Mac Jones is nice.
Is he nice?
He's nice.
He's another dink and dunk. That's
nah, he's
what I
not
seen.
dink and dunk.
I'm going off what I seen. I seen the highlights.
So you watched the highlights. I watched the game.
Okay.
So
True.
what I'm saying to you is that there was a couple long throws he made that, like, one time the Dolphins dude made a great play on it, and another time Myers dropped it.
Okay. So he attempted.
So that's the stuff you see in person that you don't get on the TV.
Okay.
And like he just had like he had command.
He's saying the right things too. He say so
and
far. Yeah.
The thing, it does hurt me because the Pats fans at the Foxborough Gillette Stadium, they were very excited to be rooting for Mac Jones. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You know that's MAGA town.
But Cam,
he looks like one of them.
Cam is not even like a Russell Wilson or Pat Mahomes. He's like, he's all the way.
Nah. But like I said, I'll say this: if Cam Newton was there, they would have won that game.
Hell no.
What do you mean? Hell no.
Bro, he can't throw no more. It's over.
It's
over.
No, it's not. It's not.
Bro,
he makes plays, and regardless, yesterday Mac Jones couldn't make plays. He couldn't make plays.
What are you talking?
He couldn't make plays.
You said you watched the highlight.
I watched the highlight.
I watched the game. What I'm telling you is that as a dude,
why couldn't he get over 16 points?
First of all, when Trent Brown went out and then the backup to Trent Brown went out. I'm just telling you what happened. It's not an excuse. It's an explanation. First of all, he's a rookie. Cam's in year like 12. Cam had 8 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions last year. Right. And most
with no help.
Don't listen.
With a bag of pennies and nickels. He had no help.
We got 2 good tight ends this year, but
and you got Aguilar, and you got Bourne,
Henry, and
Jonnu Smith,
and Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith.
Yo, them other 2 wide receivers are just like.
See, now we want to degrade him.
I'm just saying.
But Cam didn't have him, right, Doc? Did Cam have Cam went out there?
Cam's never been like the way the Patriots want to run their offense. It looked like how we used to run the offense. Cam, like, they was doing a whole bunch of different stuff. This dude, they was like running the offense like how, like, Brady out the I formation, fake it, hold the defense, hit a dude in the middle. Like, it looked like that.
All right, so imitation. I'm just letting you know why did it not like you're gonna use the rookie because it's rookies who won the game.
You just want
I don't
to
want
say
anything.
something negative.
I don't want to say anything.
Zeem,
they took an L yesterday.
Talk about your team and how y'all got blown out at home with Carson Wentz.
We didn't get blown out. We lost by 12.
That's a blowout.
How's that
at
blowout?
Home, that's a blowout.
No, 38 to 3 is a blowout.
At home, that's a blowout.
The Cardinals.
America at home, that's a blowout.
No, it's not. The Cardinals just smacked the Titans at home.
But
that's a blowout.
Y'all got a garbage touchdown too.
That don't matter. We got a touchdown.
Question mark?
Nah, ain't no question mark.
Russell Wilson's like,
this is what you call deflection. Because he wanted to tell us about his great weekend.
It was a great experience.
He went with his girl. They had a good time.
It was a great experience.
They cheered it up with the MAGA fans in there.
Yo, listen,
high five in.
We was the only
make Patriots great again.
Yo, listen, they want to root for Mac Jones, and we were the only black people.
No lie that they
should.
I did some flag football Sunday morning, and everybody's like, we got to go home and we got to catch the Pats. The Mac show.
As they should.
It's going to be good, though.
And he feeds into that, like, New England Patriots, like, their fans, and they're just, like, blue collar, like don't root for me. I'm gonna get it the hard way.
Oh
like,
God,
he plays right.
But it comes from the Nick Saban tree and how he coaches his quarterbacks. Don't say nothing, just perform.
Yeah,
and then obviously Nick and
I'm gonna say this though. Today, because I'm still working from home, I put on some 98.5 The Sports Hub while I'm doing some paperwork.
There we go, MAGA channel.
They are on Belichick's head.
Oh, they want results.
They're saying you spent $200 and something million in the offseason.
Nah, it's true.
It's time to get it.
All right, so really quick before we get into it, just because we're on that, did you guys get a chance to see that Cam Newton and Cecil interview?
I saw a little bit of it. I didn't watch it in full, but I saw sound bites and whatnot.
Like, I'll tell you this, and I said this in the chat. You guys can attest to it. I thought everything he was saying was facts and true, and he took accountability, and he was aware. Self-awareness is what I love when an individual can do that. But I just thought it was terrible timing, especially for somebody who's trying to get back into the league.
I don't really I leave kind of like the football debates to you guys, but I'll kind of relate it to a similar situation that happened with basketball. Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony went on Stephen A. Smith. He went on his show First Take.
That was a good interview.
And he had a good interview. And everybody at the time was saying, like, yo, you're looking like you're begging. Like, don't do that. Mm-hmm. But in sports, with the media, with the journalists, with the coaches, with the GMs, whatever's going on, sometimes the player don't got a voice. You never hear from them. You hear all the stories about them and what they do and what they don't do and what kind of person they are, that sometimes you feel like, yo, let me go on and let me spin my narrative and let me say it like this is what happens from my perspective, my point of view. Right. And sometimes it can help you or you could fade and it can hurt you.
But in all reality, it did not help Carmelo Anthony in that situation because he's still out of basketball a year and a half.
Yeah, I think it did. It did help him. It did help him because he didn't get signed right then and there. Right. But it opened. What it did was it put pressure on certain offices and
I gotta disagree. It helped
fans. It helped wake them up. Because for the most part, people were running with the fact that he's a ball hog. You can't get along with him. Your favorite word. He was a conundrum. And that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? So even if he never played another NBA game again, you were able to get from that interview like, yo, this guy's he's a good guy.
Because we have to keep it real. It was Dame Dollar who literally resurrected his career.
Hold on. Let me just cut you off real quick. Sorry to do that. But nothing happens in a vacuum, bro. Like Melo doing an interview. I love the tease dot about Melo, but I said the interview was great.
It was.
And what it does is softens things so Dame can then go to the GM and the GM will be like, all right, cool. Because Melo went and did the interview, said, like, I'm ready, like, I'm willing to play my role. Because maybe when he came to OKC, he wasn't all the way done being a star yet. But when he goes on TV and says, hey, like, I'm willing to come in and be part of a team, Dame was like, see, this is what we've been telling you. And the GM's like, fine.
Yeah, but you're making it seem like it happened back to back, like these. You know what I mean? It took time.
Yeah, but he wasn't gonna go on a TV and then just be automatically. Signed. Oh, we love your story. Let's get signed.
But that's why I said with the whole Cam Newton thing, I'm just like, yo, if you still have the desire to play, and especially your personality and how people view your game, I just didn't think it was good. And Cecil, his father, went in on. Mad. You could tell everything was innuendos about racism and everything.
But let me ask you this question, right? So even though Cam has been an MVP, Melo wasn't. Cam been to a finals, Melo hasn't. I still feel that in their respective sports, that Melo was more consistent as a great player than Cam has been. Cam had like that 1 year. Yeah. So my point is like I don't think Cam doesn't have that ability or skill level to fall back on as he gets older. When you're like in your 20s and you're a big, strong dude running people over, then you can play action, fake, throw it. You have a strong arm. Right. But now that you're in your, early 30s, going to your mid 30s, like people are less likely to take that chance on you.
No, I hear you. Two different sports, you know what I mean? Especially the longevity aspect of it. But your premise is taken. Thank you. But yo. We're back. We're back. You know what I mean? Listen, see, we didn't want to be like other, outlets out there because, it's a lot of popcorn thing. And Dot always says this. What's his little slogan? Everyone's first, want to be the first to,
make a comment.
Either,
trash,
negative, positive, whatever. So we decided, let's wait on it. Let it marinate. Let's see the numbers because I think that's always a huge factor regardless. Let's, hear our reviews. let us listen to a whip. Let's listen to in different settings, whatever. And obviously, we're talking about CLB, Certified Lover Boy. All right, Dot's favorite rapper. You know, he got his poster up in his bedroom. We had to convince him not to put the heart in his, in his head. He said he got the fresh haircut, whatever. But Dot, because I really want to go off, but.
Can we let Dot speak first?
Yeah, I'll let Dot speak.
Let's Dot talk, man.
What's up?
CLB, man, it's fire. It's fire. It's fire. Got the singles it needs. And I think we get into like this conversation too much of like comparing. Like every Drake, obviously I'm a Drake fan.
Yep.
Every Drake album to me is different. I don't ever gonna say this is the worst one. I think it all has its place.
Yep.
And it all does whatever it does at the time it's out there for me.
Right.
And like, what are we judging it by now? You can only judge, obviously you could judge what you hear sonically, but
right.
You also judge off the accolades. Accolades do matter.
See?
He's top 10 in every country.
Yeah, I think number one in a lot of countries.
He's
but
number
yeah,
one in a lot of countries.
Yeah.
He's all over the billboards.
Yeah.
These are stuff that's just not easily done. And I know in the past you guys have like, gone with the mindset that like there's just some music god, industry god out there that just picks you and say, you're going to be the one. You have to have some sort of talent to become that one.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what I feel like, signed to the NFL. We're going to hear all Drake for every NFL song.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, give a man his respect, man. I'm just tired of it, man.
You want me to go
Professor,
first?
Yeah, I'm going to let you go.
I ain't heard no Kanye in about 2 weeks, man.
Nah, first of all,
What? Nah.
Don't talk about that Kanye album. Nah, I really like that album. But
we'll stick on CLB right now.
We'll get to Kanye later, bro. Drake's album is like cool. Like, I don't love it. I don't hate it. There's some songs on there that I do like. Like, TSU is fire.
Yeah.
The track with Jay is fire.
That was a leak. I heard that in January.
All right, but
Go ahead and finish.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
So there's
go
some
ahead.
songs on there that I really like. I like the song with Little Baby. I like the song. I like the second half of the song with Future. Not Way Too Sexy, but the other one, In Too Deep.
In Too Deep, yeah.
And then I like what's the song right after that?
I'll tell you right now, I got it pulled up. I'm ready.
What's the song right after?
In Too Deep. Pipe Down.
Pipe Down.
Yeah.
So that's a banger. So like I do think that there's like some really good songs on there. It's not close to my favorite Drake project. I feel like the run from Take Care to Views was like free throw line, Prime, Jordan jumping from the free throw line. But I still like a lot of his projects. But for me, this project was like, it was cool. It was all right.
Sorry, because, I think for the audience, because when I hit cool, it's all right. Like, it's cool. Can I get a number scale? Can I get a number, like 1 to 10? What are we talking about?
I think it's like on the Drake scale of his previous work, it's a 6.5. On what's out there currently right now, it's an 8. It's a 8.5.
All right, Doc. I like to do the 1. I like to do the 1 to 10 scale. What is it?
It's a 9.
A 9?
Sure.
Like, do you got CLB draws on right now? A 9?
Why not?
All right, listen.
So why don't you give your review?
All right, America. Like, somebody got to be real. I'm going to say one thing about Drake. I hate when Drake has beefs, right? And I'm going to tell you this. And I think this is why this album was stalled for a long time.
Oh, we know why you hate why Drake got have beef.
He did what he had to do with Meek, but I'm talking album-wise.
He really, he
I'm
ran the
talking
score up on
album-wise.
him.
Scorpion. What was the major beef during that time?
Was that Kanye and Pusha?
Kanye and Pusha. The whole Adonis revealing about he had his son and how that gone. Do you remember he pushed that album back about 3 times because he wanted to add he wanted to change the B side of it. Then he had like an A side and B side of it where he added all those coming at Pusha T disses, right? And I said, I'm like, yo, it just sounds so dark. It just sounds so like, this is not what I expected. Now we got CLB. Honestly, when I hear that title, it's so polarizing. I'm thinking I'm going to get like a R&B track heavy or him going a different lane. I feel like every track on here is something that we heard before. So when I hear, and I know you hate to compare and contrast, but I heard Sicko Mode before. So that is the standard that I'm holding Drake and Travis Scott.
But that's not on Drake's album.
What?
Yeah.
Sycamore wasn't on Drake's album.
No,
it was on Travis's.
I'm just letting you know the standard of quality when I know these two people get together.
He did that for you this year though. He gave Dirk his number one, first number one.
In fairness, bro, like Sycamore is probably like one of the better songs to come out in like years.
So now listen, hear me out. There's no song on this album that's better than Laugh Now, Cry Later, Wants and Need, or Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
That's fine, but he still gave you all of that in this year, 2021. That's
but that's the standard.
Just count it as the bonus tracks. It's fine.
But these bonus tracks is lackluster.
The bonus tracks you just said is the best.
No.
The bonus tracks.
That's not bonus track. That was released prior to this.
Man.
So I'm gonna tell you this. Leak. No, I heard. Remember the leak? And I sent it to the chat. I'm not listening to this.
Yo, but the crazy thing,
I heard Love All already. I heard
great
TSU
engineer
already.
told me a specific song came on yesterday, and he said it was a new Zeem.
It was a new Zeem.
He said it was a new Zeem.
What was this?
They act different.
Hold on. The rumor is that our world class engineer saw Kazeem Adadarian at a party, and Way Too Sexy came on, and you was saying that you was way too sexy for your shirt.
Yeah, man.
Is this true?
Different in real life? He act different.
Yo, listen. I will admit, it for the club. It does what it needs to do. I still think the song is corny, but for what it's supposed to do in that setting, it did what it had to do. I'll give him that.
I appreciate it.
I just feel Champagne Poetry, one of his weaker intros ever. And when I'm comparing that to Fireworks, Tuscan Leather, things of that nature, Legend, Poppy's Home, I don't even want to say that song's stupid. Stupid. It's the most stupidest concept. Is it not true? Daddy's home. Look at all my sons in the industry. Like, once again, tugging on it.
Sons.
Girls want girls. He's saying he's a lesbian. Corny.
All right, so that's why
is that corny?
Yo, social media ruins everything. Because I've heard that line about that song about 100 times.
But I'm saying
Drake saying he's lesbian.
But is that not? But that's the same face when you heard it. Like, is that something you run back to? Be honest. Is that a banger to you?
Like I've been said, it's 21
in the Bible.
But yo,
hold on.
But Dot never got to say what songs he actually liked.
What?
He didn't say what.
He said he liked the whole album. It's a 9 to him.
Yeah,
he said it's a 9.
Fire.
I'll tell you this.
My favorites.
I'll tell you this. I like 7 a.m. I like Pipe Down. I like TSU. I like. Damn. That's it.
Just
I really
name
skip
10.
a lot.
You 50%. You told me in the chat. You
like in the Bible. I like
21.
in the Bible. I love all. So I love, and that's it.
You named about
and
10.
Way Too Sexy. 50%. No, I just named 8.
Way Too Sexy is dumb. Now he like it.
It's corny, but I get what it does for the club setting. You know, I'm a promoter, so obviously I'm gonna.
Do you feel this is Drake's wackest album?
I think this is his. I think. Thank
That's
Me
what the
Later.
really want to know.
No. I think it's his second worst album.
Okay.
Second worst album.
600K later.
That's what I'm saying. I can't argue with those numbers because curiosity kills. Drake name is killed, but quality-wise, this is not a good album. And we got to keep it real.
Why the NFL?
What does that mean? Why the NFL want him? What?
I
put it on a helmet?
That,
like, what are you talking about? Want him to do what? To do what? He wants to strap up? Like, what are you talking about? Put his mouthpiece in? Like, what are you mean?
What? So we've had this argument for a very long time in the group chat. Dot's gonna say the numbers
men lie,
speak.
women lie, numbers don't.
But you're gonna say the numbers don't matter.
The numbers always matter.
But Drake's always gonna put up numbers.
Facts.
I wouldn't say that's a reflection on how good the album is or isn't. You know, like, but I kind of agree with you that this is Drake's second worst album because Thank Me Later was kind of weak.
Yeah, it was.
But like that's still saying a lot because Drake's weakest album is better than like 97% of people.
Yeah, like I don't get what you want
to hear. I agree.
What you
and Doc, when I'm comparing this album, I'm comparing it to his catalog. Obviously, in projects that came out this year, it's top 5. Top 5.
Maybe.
Because I'm just, we're just top throwing it out there.
It's not 3. We'll say that.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know that.
Nah, I ain't gonna say. To be honest, to keep it real true, I think Nas had the album of the year.
Ooh,
that was my favorite.
like that.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I like, and we haven't get into Donda. We'll save that take because I want that to have his own segment. Cause
don't even think about Donda.
Don't
at the wrong time.
That's not even.
What do you mean should have waited?
That's not true. People still, a lot of people still playing
Donda.
Donda.
Playing it.
I heard it, man.
I
looked at Billboard today. I saw one artist.
Oh yeah, I can't lie. He did take over, but that's what you do. You like, I can't argue with Billboard. I can't argue with those numbers because he's gonna run it up just because who he is.
Yo,
so let me ask a question.
And he worked on that.
Hold on, shout out to my boy Shola. I did say that McDonald's has over 5 billion served, so quality doesn't always coincide with quantity.
But you always go.
That was smooth.
If you got kids,
like
you always
that.
go. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Nah.
If you got kids, you always gonna go to McDonald's. You wanna
have. But is that McDonald's good for the kids though? In the long run,
they like it.
Is it? Answer the question. Is it good for the kids? Is a Swahili meal? So I say Swahili meal. Is that good for the kids?
Kanye good for the kids?
No. Stop going to Kanye. Answer the question. Are you feeding your daughter 4-piece chicken McNuggets with the applesauce and the sweet and sour sauce? Yes or no?
If she get an A in school, she get it on Fridays.
Oh, shit. This is crazy. That was a good answer.
When you
came off the
kid,
cup,
you got
too.
McDonald's.
Oh, my God. All right, listen, we'll leave it off. We're going to finish off on that. All right, so out of 1 to 10, I give the album a 7. 1 to 7, because there's songs I really go to. I put in my own personal playlist.
Oh yeah, we seen you yesterday. DJ got film.
No, you didn't see me. DJ
Next time you see him out doing it, make sure you record and send that.
Yo, listen, the Remorse, effing fans.
You just wrote that down. Like you didn't even like take time to listen. You just say, "I'm gonna just say this is."
I'm being dead ass. Like, what do you want me to say? I told you we're gonna take time. You only live twice. Fire. Get along better. Ty Dolla $ign. Fountains with Thames, Race My Mind, Yebba. What was that? That was like, I love Yebba, good artist. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't until Drake until I knew who she was, so I went to go research her.
Love her?
So how do you love her?
I'm saying there we go. You guys and that's my word literally.
And that's the beauty of that. Pause,
he put her on.
But that's the beauty of Drake. You never knew who she was.
Facts.
And now you went to go check for her.
And I said,
you went for
the record, Yebba is a dope artist.
Yeah, I don't love. I'm saying prior to this.
But now you know because of who.
What does she look like?
She's a little nice, little thick tenderoni, light-skinned joint. You know what I mean? She a little.
She's blonde. She's a blonde white chick.
He never even seen her talk about dog.
She's not thick. She's not.
She's a blonde white chick. I said.
No. I'm saying body shape.
Yeah.
Thicker. Yeah.
You're funny. You're a funny dude.
He didn't want to say.
Funny dude.
All right, we'll get back. Yo, Drake, I still love you, Drake. I'm still OVO, DC, Dream Chasers, though. I don't want you to get it twisted. The dark skin versus light skin beef, it's over. We patched that up. We did patch that up. All right, but I just want to let you know I was really disappointed in this. All right? But I love the album cover. I love the message in that, but I was really, really disappointed. He's going to be a stand. He's always going to tote the line until K-Dot comes out, and then he's going to go crazy. You know what I mean? Meek Mill, Drake, we're in together, but I'm just letting you know, it's like, it wasn't a good album, Doc. All right? 604K. Record, was that a record? 9 songs in the top 10 billboards like that?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. He's just going to do those numbers, bro.
Yo, he broke
Thriller
it.
was 7.
And y'all said, it was Scorpion, right? Y'all said wasn't a good album or was a good album?
I liked it.
Nah,
You didn't like Scorpion? So he fell short of breaking the records for Scorpion.
Yeah.
Right.
Scorpion sold a lot more records.
Yeah, I actually like Scorpion because
I thought side A of Scorpion.
Yeah, I thought he went ham. There was bangers off that. We could only name one banger, Way Too Sexy, and that's a corny song.
You can name a lot, man.
A banger?
That's banger.
I'm done.
But there's no reason to have a conversation further because you don't even have the perspective.
But at 17, I thought Jay-Z was the GOAT. So did it matter because I thought it was Jay-Z at 17?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what
so
I mean
why is it not valid now for 17 to say Drake is the GOAT?
Because you're not listening. You just arguing.
I'm listening. Tell me.
What I'm saying is like, yo, all right, so I'm 37, right? So I've been listening to music. Like the first album I ever had was The Chronic.
All right, no, focus on.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about the first Wu-Tang album you bought.
Because it all matters. Like, yo, I've seen it. So I can say like, yo, like I haven't seen an artist have a run this long of Drake having like all these hits and being at the top, I can say that because I've seen so much. So if a 17-year-old is gonna tell me, you wanna know what though? NBA YoungBoy is better than Drake, or NBA YoungBoy is better than Jay-Z.
But why?
I'm not even gonna. But why would I even listen to that? Because he has no perspective. What? He has no perspective.
If you said at 17-year-old, who was your favorite artist, Zeem?
Nelly. At 17 years old.
He said Nelly.
I said, yeah, it was
so
Nelly.
So at the end of the day, what would that matter that the 37-year-old seen KRS-One rap? If you like who you like, what are you? But
what I'm saying, But what I'm saying is, you can like what you like. It doesn't, and it doesn't make it the GOAT or the best of all time.
It doesn't make.
It's just like. But are you saying it's invalid?
No, what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is like, yo, all right. So if I'm having a conversation with, like, let's say someone who's 60 about basketball, about who's the GOAT, and the dude's telling me, well, I seen Wilt, I seen Kareem, I seen Jordan, I seen Magic, I seen Jordan, I seen LeBron, I seen Kobe. He has so much more perspective.
I'm gonna tell that old geezer to go sit down.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
You don't know.
No, you won't.
Are you gonna tell old geezer go sit down?
Hey, yo,
I like who I like.
He's performing right now.
I would never know.
He's performing.
Be real. Be honest. He does this when he don't got nothing else to say. But be honest. You know me well enough. If I have an opinion on something, I will listen. But there will be nothing that you could ever tell me that would make me believe you.
So why do you think? So why do you think Jordan's better than LeBron?
Because when I seen, like I said, the story. You want to tell the story again?
Yeah. How old were you when Jordan? How old were you in 1998? How old were you in 98?
Do you want me to tell the story?
All right.
Do you want me to tell the story?
So you missed Jordan's whole prime.
Do you want me to tell the story?
Tell him. Tell him how it makes no sense.
When I first seen Jordan, I was 8. Damn, this dude never seems to miss a shot. He makes everything he is doing shit that is magical. And as I got older and I began to research who his teammates were and all the people he were beating, I said, damn, I like this dude that he's the best of all time. When I looked at LeBron, I recognized that LeBron, and I'll go back to my old Facebook statuses. I screenshot them all the time. I showed LeBron crazy love. I would say the craziest things that LeBron's going to win. It wasn't until he did the Miami move, I said, nah, this guy can't be my GOAT. This guy can't be my GOAT.
So then I said to say this. You missed, like, you as a viewer, like, you missed Jordan's whole prime. Like, yo, we had a joke in the group chat. Zeem was talking about he was able to evaluate the 1996 finals because he was watching the games with his Uncle Lottie. An 11-year-old, like, you can watch the game and remember what happened, but you're not going to really be able to look at the game as you do when you're in your late teens, 20s, and as you get older.
But is it not different with music, though?
What I'm saying is, like, yo, if I'm a 17-year-old, I can say NBA YoungBoy's the GOAT. I can say whoever's the GOAT, little Dirk, Baby. But me as a 36-year-old, I'm not listening to what a little kid's gonna say is the GOAT.
But you don't.
Wait. I'm not saying they can't like who they like, and you can't love what you love, and you can't listen to what you want to listen to.
I don't know where you grew up, but at 17, I never cared with a 37-year-old.
I know, but what I'm saying is, though,
I don't know.
So
I don't know where you're.
I don't know. So let me ask you this.
Oh, cool, sir, but I would have left. What's this guy talking about?
Right? But as a 36-year-old, do you care what a 17-year-old even thinks?
Why not? Listen to the same.
Why would I?
Why would I? The perfect example.
Why would I?
His son puts him on all his music.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, if his son says, "You want to know what, Dad? I think NBA YoungBoy has surpassed Jay-Z." Zeem's not even going to acknowledge that conversation.
But you're saying,
he's not going to acknowledge the conversation. That's all I'm saying.
But
you're taking it in a different direction.
You're saying something like it doesn't make sense. You said if a 17-year-old said Drake is the, why wouldn't a 17-year-old be wrong for believing that?
But what I'm saying is, like,
I'm not. I get what you're saying.
I'm not. Listen, a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old.
You're naming like somebody so off-brand, like NBA YoungBoy, like Drake is the man right now. So
but what I'm saying is, from my old perspective, I'm seeing all the young kids are flocking to 3 major artists. They're flocking to NBA YoungBoy. Yep. They're flocking to Little Dirk, and they're flocking to Baby.
Polo G, Baby.
So if a 17-year-old says, "You want to know what?" Like, if we're like, so let's say I'm in the barbershop chilling, and this actually happened, and I just sat quiet and listened to it, and a 17-year-old, well, I don't know, he had to be somewhere between 16 and 19 years old. He's justifying why Lil Baby is already surpassing Wayne and Jay-Z.
Yo, maybe he knows something that you don't know, because when we were 16 years old, we thought Wayne was the GOAT, and it might have been a 37-year-old.
I never thought
not
that.
You, I'm saying me.
Yeah.
We might have been a 36-year-old that's like, no, KRS-One will kill them. But who the hell is KRS?
But it's not even
at the time, did you know Lil Wayne at 16-year-old was gonna be Lil Wayne?
And did you take into account that they do have access to these?
They know more about you.
And this is the conversation that I had with Dot, right? So we was talking about Nas's album that came out. Dot said Nas's album of the year.
To me.
Hold on, listen. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think that too. I think it's either Nas or Tyler. But you said that, Josh, I can't listen to Nas's first album, which is Illmatic. And Zeem said this is his first time listening to a Nas album all the way through.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like, okay, cool. You have your perspective. That's fine. But I don't want to debate who's the best all time if you haven't fully listened to these projects, because like you can.
So when you're 16, 17, that you respect the perspective.
No, I was
so if you're 16 years old. So basically at 16,
I'm not listening
at
to
16, 17, you can't say who's your GOAT. That's not normal.
But why?
Every
would,
kid has
but
a
why,
goat at 17.
But why would I care what that kid's goat is?
Because like
but
at
I think
30,
that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
at 37,
at 37, you don't.
Your opinion
anymore.
don't.
No,
like,
that's
irrelevant,
bro.
Bro, that's so not true, bro.
It's, what 37-year-old you?
Like,
what
bro,
37 have you ever acknowledged in life as a second, and you took what they said? If it wasn't some like life stuff about like do better in school, what 37-year-old would you ever?
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is that like we sat here maybe like a month ago talking about how a Lil Durk concert, an NBA YoungBoy concert, Lil Baby concert, they're charging what for tickets?
At
$20,
$2 something.
Yeah, two at the max, maybe like $2 something.
Yeah. Now, what is it at like a Jay-Z, a Drake, a Beyonce, a Rihanna? So like at these because they what does it matter? You don't even think.
When Jay-Z was their age, did he sell that kind of ticket?
Bro,
right. Meaning the price wise. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I went to a Jay-Z concert at an arena
when he was 21 years old.
He wasn't even in the industry in 21.
All right, so
he was.
But
what I'm saying is like you're saying that people who are in their 30s don't matter.
The majority you don't matter.
Bro,
you don't dictate what's on TV. You don't dictate what they wear.
You know that 25 to 44 spends the most money.
You may spend the money, but you literally don't dictate what's popping.
If you dictate,
bro.
If you first of all, how old is Drake? He's dictating everything. He's dictating. How old is Future? How old is Young Thug? Oh my God! How old is Lil Wayne? How old is Kendrick?
But it's people
how old is J. Cole?
Saying, "Yo, this is what you need to wear to appeal to this crowd." They're not doing that on their own.
Bro, and those people,
nothing you could do at 37 would ever make a 17-year-old say, "Oh, this is cool. I want to be like this."
Yeah, but how old is Virgil?
It doesn't.
How old is Virgil?
It doesn't.
How old is Virgil?
He's not a rapper.
But he makes everything hot. He makes everything hot.
It has to be a gift. If a kid doesn't like it,
it's his brand.
Yeah,
if a kid doesn't like it,
they're not doing it off of Virgil put it on.
That's what it is. Yeah, if
he made it, so he dictated.
So that's the case. If that's the case, then Gucci and a white man decides.
So then why?
Oh yeah.
So
did you hear that?
Yes,
that point?
Yes, right. So yo, who's the biggest urban brands? What's the biggest urban brand right now?
Right now,
bro, I don't care who made it. It could be an old geezer who made it.
Kanye.
Yo, but it don't. To be
and he
honest,
dictates
so
culture.
To be honest, it don't matter. If a young boy don't put on them Yeezys and make it look fly, them Yeezys they're not wearing it because they say, "Oh, it looks fly on Kanye." It took the right person.
Like
that
the
Kanye,
model.
When Kanye
you have
Yeezys? Those shoes,
yeah.
Do you have Yeezys?
I do. When Kanye,
listen?
Let me talk. When Kanye,
now you want me?
Zeem, when Kanye designed those shoes, he goes and he puts it on a young population to go model it. If they're not wearing it because of Kanye, they may be wearing it.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
Yes, they're named after him.
They're not, bro.
Oh my God.
So do you wear Jordans because Michael Jordan wears it at this age? Does your son like Jordans because Michael Jordan wears it?
Right.
It's fashion because you see young boys
Are you wearing Jordans?
What?
Do you wear Jordans?
I wore Jordans today. Yeah.
So you wear Jordans and Yeezys, right? And in your mid 30s.
Because of Jordan you're wearing.
But what I'm saying is that
you wear that because of Kanye.
Do you wear this because a 15-year-old wore it and made it hot.
I saw a young rapper first wear it when Yeezys first came out.
And I can't lie, Professor got a point there.
Kanye was the first one wearing them. You don't even think.
You don't wear them.
You don't
because
think.
of Kanye.
Not that I wear them because they're Kanye.
Yo, a 37-year-old would never matter.
You wear them.
He's
35 spending. Yo, he spends thousands of dollars to. He spend. Oh, I spend. You spend. You spend.
Not because
DJ.
of Kanye.
I don't know if you
Kanye.
spend. Bro, they're literally his sneakers.
No.
He made them hot 10 years ago.
You ask your kid why he wear Yeezys, he not gonna say because of Kanye. I guarantee you.
I agree.
And that's who matters. We're older, so we know. Like, oh, this is Kanye's shoe, not because we're necessarily.
But you buy them,
right?
Can you listen for a second?
No, you haven't stopped talking the whole time.
You see,
yeah. You mad? Look at him mad.
Because it's like I don't get how it could be.
All right, but listen, you right.
Yeah, you don't get that because of.
I'll say this. What he's saying is, regardless of that younger generation, they're wearing it because of a certain, they're not invested into Kanye West.
Yeah, of course.
They think the shoes fly. Their favorite rappers either rapped about it or wear it in their video, i.e. a Dirk, i.e. a Polo.
But nobody ever knows the behind the scene guy. That's not what
I'm saying,
matters.
it's like some like.
I know what you're saying. The domino
let me break
happened.
it down. Josh, you are not Kanye.
I know.
Kanye is a megastar.
Yeah,
nobody will ever listen to. Because Sean Daly, Joshua Corria, Zeem,
but they do.
But they
do.
But they do. They listen to, but they'll never allow us to say, yo, Jay-Z's really the GOAT. If that 21-year-old thinks Drake's the GOAT, it's nothing.
But what I'm saying,
who are you to tell him?
But you're saying you're not entertaining that.
I'm not entertaining it. Why would I? Why would I care what someone 15, 20 years younger than me thinks is the GOAT of rapping?
But don't you think that is the core base of the culture of hip hop?
No. I think that
generation.
I think that when hip hop, like how you guys say it's the biggest genre now, it's so wide, it's so vast. Like the biggest artist right now in rap that will sell the most units, Drake. Been out since I graduated college, 2007. So far gone. Kanye West been out since before I even got in college. Kendrick been out since 2010. J. Cole been out since 2009. Like Travis been out since 2010. These are the artists that have the biggest, widest fan base. So yes, I'm not gonna sit here and say Baby, Young Boy, whoever else, Polo G. Some of these other dudes come out and they have huge fan bases.
Roddy Ricch, Rod Wave.
But what I'm saying is the big money acts touch everybody. And if you talk to a teenager,
37-year-olds at a Drake concert,
yes,
none you could make. And the conversation
when we go,
you never
even
been to the last Drake concert you went to.
I never been to a Drake concert. What I'm saying,
that's what I'm saying.
I know why I didn't go because they bought their tickets without me.
Cool.
Yo, that's what I mean. Josh.
Hold on.
Either way,
when we went to
Kendrick's
concert, there was a lot of older people there.
No, listen, there was a lot of white people.
White years ago.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Kanye concert in 2010.
But what I'm saying is that's the one we went to together. I've been to
what Kanye concert you went to since then?
What I'm saying is that we've been to other concerts together.
He speak on stuff you don't even
experience. Bro, what's the last one you been to?
But that's what I'm saying. The last Drake concert went to 3 years ago.
So what you telling me
3
is
years
that
ago,
so me and you went to a 2012.
That's the one with Meek, right?
Me and you went to a. Me and you went
10 years ago.
Me and you went to a concert 2012, right?
10 years ago.
So
a decade.
What I'm saying is that
and you still believe
if Kanye West,
and you gotta tell me if
Kanye West went on tour right now, if he says, yo, my tickets are on sale,
majority would not be your age.
It'll be younger people, so he's still influencing younger people.
Saying.
Oh,
but Zeem, to be honest,
I reeled him in.
Went to the Dirk and Baby concert. What did I say to you when we walked in?
It was all little kids in there.
Yeah.
What did I say to you?
You said
And the thing I said to Josh, no disrespect, but the thing I said to Josh early before you even got here, I said, Josh, I have a problem with you telling me what's hot,
right?
Because with music, you have to be able to. Josh's thing, I think he's only experiencing it in the comfort of his room or his car.
No,
he doesn't go out. Or by the time he goes out, the song is so far gone.
Bro, every time I've been out in Providence, except for at crib, all I hear is Spanish music anyway.
No.
Secondly, yo, what's the concert that you was at, but we didn't go to together?
What?
Last concert
it was Future. It was Future, Migos, and there was a lot of people.
That was before my daughter was born.
But listen, there was a lot of older people that I was shocked because I was expecting a bunch of kids. At a baby Dirt concert, I'm expecting to see a bunch of teens.
There was no older people at that
Migos
concert.
Yes, there.
I don't know about that.
It was the Migos. Tory Lanez it was when Tory Lanez first came out. He was the opener. It was none but little kids.
There was. And even at the Kendrick concert, that we went to, it wasn't a bunch of little kids.
All little kids.
It was not
all little white kids.
Yeah, there was.
Stop. It was not all the there was
at the Kendrick?
Yeah, there was.
Nah, there was.
It was a mix. But I'm saying, what I'm saying is that there was a lot of kids, but there's a lot of adults there too.
No, man.
And there was something else that
every
we
time
observed.
You go to one of them concerts, it's a shocker because you be like, yo, like this is really like a young ass crowd.
Right.
And you got mad people coming up to you, ask to buy you drinks.
Yeah. That was crazy at this last one. I walked away from that one.
Wait. You think the way we look right now, we're getting all older, you know what I'm saying? Maybe gaining a little weight. You think we could go into a place and they're gonna say, oh, these are the guys that
No, but what see how he's twisting my argument? All I said was that I am not gonna listen to a 16-year-old.
But why would they listen to you?
Because I didn't say they should.
So it just cancels each other.
You're right. All I'm saying is that you have all these hip hop podcasts, right? Who's the young guys doing the podcast and talking about music?
Yo, they don't give a damn about.
But what I'm saying is that there's no there's no young
don't
people.
Mean we the world.
I'm not, but I'm talking about the top hip hop podcasts are all with older guys.
And what is $1 million worth of games thing? Like, yo, we're gonna give credit to these young guys. They dictated.
Right.
Yeah.
Drink Champs is unique because they bring older guys and you learn about old. It's not to promote music.
Right.
It's to hear old.
They're just there to tell their story.
And what about Joe Budden podcast? And what about Rap Radar podcast? These are all older guys. Yo, Gilly's like 50. Gilly's like 50.
When you hear people talk about the Joe Budden podcast, what's the age demographic that talks about it?
Our age. Older, 30 plus.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
that's not a club. You're sitting
even
in your
a
house
million,
and listening
right? Even $1 million, $1 million, $1 million worth of game, right? Them dudes is older. But hold on, can I see how? Whoa! Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something? All I'm saying is that yes, they highlight younger artists, which is smart. You know what I'm saying? It gets them into a different audience.
Those views.
But what I'm saying is that if I want to talk to somebody about who's the greatest of anything, I don't want to talk to someone that was watching that's only seen part of LeBron's career, hasn't seen Kobe, hasn't seen Duncan, hasn't seen Jordan, hasn't seen all these dudes.
Zeem, when I tell you about, let's bring apple to oranges. When I bring it to basketball, and I talk about somebody that's older, you say, what do they say? They don't want to see that old dude. They don't care. So what is that?
That's what you say.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, I know that's what I say.
But what I'm saying is that's cool. But then don't say to me yo, this dude's the best ever. And I'd be like, well, I think this guy's the best. I'm the best ever.
Are you gonna say because I'm older?
No, what I'm saying is I'm able to see both. So I can provide perspective because I've seen it. What I'm saying, you can say.
But what about just the music aspect?
Because they have what he likes because
they have
aspect.
What I'm saying,
not the GOAT.
Are you talking because of the impact in the show?
Jay-Z's the GOAT.
So right.
When you
so listen, right.
What do you mean I seen?
I'll give you a perfect example, right? I'm listening to a YouTube clip, and they're saying that, and academics, listen, right? Academics is on the stream with a bunch of younger guys, and they're talking about a Jay-Z versus Future versus.
Okay. And
they're saying that, Future got more hits than Jay-Z. It'll be a blowout.
Oh,
and what I'm saying is
what if it was though?
No,
if Jay-Z got on that stage right now with Future and it was a blowout on the 17th
it won't.
He won.
But what I'm saying is how many times do we watch a
pause before you go? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I don't even listen to it. You can't.
Right.
These young boys, the handful, right? These young boys, the handful.
Because I think you made a great point.
No,
if if you put Future, you put Jay-Z here.
Yep.
They both do their performance on
Yep.
verses. We asked the 17-year-old, 7 to 21-year-old, who do you think won? And they said Future.
You be like, all right, cool. But what I'm saying is a lot of these verses that happen,
No,
so many.
No,
Yeah, I'm saying I'd be like,
so
okay,
focus.
But I would,
You
I would do the
understand
same-
from
yeah.
that person,
But the
like,
thing is, though,
why?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
You gotta let me finish.
All right,
talking.
go ahead.
That's
Let
the
him
problem.
go. Let him go.
Right?
Let him go.
Is that right? You have if all these verses have happened, right?
Yep.
And how many times would we be like, yo, this person's about to smack this person,
Mm-hmm.
and the opposite happens, or someone goes on verses and people be like, dang, I didn't know they had all these joints. Okay. So what I'm saying is like, if you're gonna tell me that like Future has more entries into the Hot 100 over Jay-Z.
That's you're moving the.
But
combo.
no, I'm not. You gotta listen.
He played you 20 Jay-Z records and he played you 20 Future records right here in this room in this podcast.
Jay-Z.
And a 17-year-old still proceeded to say
Yeah.
Future is the GOAT. He beat Jay-Z. Because you're older, you're gonna tell that 17-year-old he's
I wouldn't.
wrong?
But what
Right.
he said
Like,
it
that
10
don't
minutes
make
ago.
sense.
I wouldn't even engage in the
But
conversation.
you played it for him to listen. So now he says, I heard
No,
it, I
but
don't like it.
no.
So
But
now
what
we
I'm saying
here.
is like I wouldn't like. So like when they were saying it, I'm like, why would they even do this? Like Jay-Z versus Nas makes sense. Future.
No.
Yes,
Don't
focus.
stick on the focus
Focus,
on what I'm
man.
saying.
How many
Focus.
times can I say this in the camera? I do not respect a 17-year-old's hip hop opinion of who the greatest
Even
rapper
if
of
he
all
listens-
time is.
even if he listens
Stop.
to it.
See what I'm saying? All you do is talk. Let me talk.
All right,
Listen,
let him rock.
I do not
Say
respect
nonsense.
a 17-year-old's hip hop opinion of who the greatest rapper of all time is.
Why?
I do respect their opinion of the I like this, I like that. I like this, I like that. That's their opinion.
That's fine.
You can't tell them that they can't like music that's coming out now.
So Zeem, if you think LBJ is the GOAT, right? And
Which
then a
he
17-year-old
does.
never seen MJ before and thinks LBJ is the GOAT, and he goes to see some MJ highlights,
Yeah.
and he says, "Yo, LBJ is still the GOAT." Is he wrong? He
Is he-
agrees with the older cat.
Right. He
didn't say
agrees that
I
Michael
know
Jordan
what
is good. So, but now you're basing off numbers,
Age.
facts,
No,
age,
not
whatever.
No, nah, what I'm saying is like
Because what I'm saying with the music, sorry to cut you
Go
off,
ahead.
with the music, he's actually in his phone able to go listen to every Jay-Z track. That's why I asked
Every
him,
play.
are you
Alright.
going off impact during the time, momentum?
So what I'm saying is like this,
Or just
right?
numbers.
So Dot like just told me that he doesn't like to listen to Illmatic, right? Which is fine because Dot was like a little guy when it came out, and so was I, right? But what I'm saying
Wu-Tang
is,
was the first
nah,
album,
you
and
see
he
what I'm
know,
saying?
he know,
bro,
he know.
bro, we get it. You're 30, but you're still young.
God, like, this is just
All I'm gonna
crazy.
say is
Like, yo,
this.
it doesn't-
All I'm gonna say is this.
like,
I am not
Zeem, you're
listening to
35.
any. I am not.
Give-
I am not listening to
Nah,
kids.
It's not.
I
I
am-
told you, King Disease was my first Nas album I listened from top
to bottom.
It don't
So if you was to tell me, like, if you was to give me an opinion on Nas, why would I listen to it? You haven't listened to his music.
Right. But
So-
what I'm
so-
trying to say, so let's say if I did, and I said I don't go with this vibe, or this is not my
Because, like,
steez,
yo, so-
are you looking at
so
me
if
different?
you
That's
look
what
at-
I'm saying.
So like the reason why people love King Disease so much is because it sounds like an older Nas
No,
album.
don't say people.
but-
Say you. I don't like these people.
But
Say you.
no,
Say
a
why
lot
you
of
love
a
it.
lot of people
How you
say
know? How you
a
know?
lot of-
How you know a lot of
How do
people?
you know, Dog?
I
How do you know? No,
I know what I
Who
know.
told you?
I know what I know.
Who
I know
Snapchat
what
did you
I
get it
know.
from?
I
Who
know what I
Snapchat
know.
you get it from?
I know what I
Hey,
know.
yo,
Tell me
that's
you.
right. A
You
lot
no more
of
with everybody.
But this is, I feel
Your
the same way.
perspective.
It sounds like a Nas album
Okay.
updated.
yeah,
Like it sounds like Nas, but
Yo,
it sounds like
real quick. We got my man
don't
Hill
wanna
Holler.
come?
Yo,
You don't wanna come on.
Hill Holler in the building. We got to shout out the new record. Make sure you go check that out. What is it?
Avenue.
No, we're Avenue.
Yo,
Two-
hell, if you ever blow, they can't listen to you because you can't ever be the GOAT because Jay-Z came way before you. Just remember that. Just remember that. You can never
Yeah.
be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Why this argument started?
This will
I
never
said
happen.
when you go into the culture
Yep.
and you go, whether it's hip-hop, whether it's fashion, it is a young person's game.
Yeah, that's
a young
facts.
person's game. So when you keep
in certain regards.
in everything.
No.
When you keep telling me Yeezy is Kanye and he's 40 plus years old and he puts out the shoe, yes, he's the man behind the shoes, the man behind the business. Just like Gucci's probably an older person. Any
Right.
brand you could think of, Nike's
they
an
all-
older
So
person.
they're the ones
but
developing
there's
it.
young people that are putting it out there, that are displaying it, that are helping push that brand, which other young people buy, which
But-
make it popular.
Yeah,
Right.
but
And that goes with design as well, right?
No, but like what I'm saying is
Like,
like
there's
it's
young
a-
people
it's a- I feel like
designing.
it's a I feel like it's like a mix. So you have the people who are in the boardrooms, in advertising, saying, this is our strategy, this is what we're going to do, here's how we're going to market it to them, and we're going to put it on Odell Beckham Jr., we're going to put it on Lil Nas X, we're going to put on it. They're the ones, they're the steam behind it in the using.
I'm talking about the design. You're talking about the marketing, the advertising.
Even the designs, like when we look at like the guys who like design sneakers at Nike or Adidas, it's not some 19, 25-year-old, it's older people.
I'm talking about who puts it on that makes it popular.
The influencers.
Yeah,
because like I said,
I agree with that.
Instagram influencers are real.
Yeah. Who made it hot? I don't care who made it.
But bro, like what I'm saying to you is that it's a mix of everything. I'm not invalidating your point. Music,
Josh,
movies.
if you went into a college right now and said this is in, they would look. Huh?
But if I designed a sneaker, that's how it works, bro. That's how it works, bro.
Like, how would you be models then?
So yeah, you would do that, and I'm not discrediting the foundation of how we got, like we're just talking about Yeezy, the actual product. But to get it to this young core base who buys majority of it, how do you get that to them?
But what I think what Dot's describing is the last piece of it.
Answer him.
Is the last piece of it. No. I'm trying to give him credit. Yeah.
All right.
So what I'm saying is like there's so much that goes into it before it goes on Kyrie's foot. There's so much that goes into it before.
Who cares about that?
And you're right. All right. But for the sake of argument, you're right. The process, so many people, all different age brackets.
And that's the last piece.
5-year-olds.
So the last piece.
How can we sit up here on a podcast two or 3 episodes ago before we started doing interviews and say that there's no artist development anymore, and that all the record labels and executives are the ones pulling all the strings and making all this happen?
Right.
So I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Jiggy, you right. I'm just saying. All right. So we get through all those processes, all heads. But when we get to
it's the young people.
Now
I'm not. All right. Thank you.
I'm not disputing that.
That's it. All right.
But Dot won't invalidate all
bro,
the
like obviously, like whoever creates Gucci, it may be a 50-year-old man, but in order for the young kids to wear it, they have to put it on a young model for it to look
like when you go to their website.
I don't see no
60-year-old.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
16-year-old kid.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I never did agree.
So that's why. So just pause on that. So that's when he was saying, like, all right, granted, because you brought up Drake's age of him being 34. But then Doc goes, well, he caters his music to
everybody.
To everybody.
But Drake's the GOAT at that.
But the stylistic of a young crowd, right? That's what he was referring to, and then it just took off.
What's that last song he made when it's like right foot 37-year-olds do that?
Tootsie Slide.
What's with Kiki, Do You Love Me? 37-years do that in a normal day?
Nah, but what I'm saying is
and
like
that was made for TikTok and
so he has those songs, but he also has 7 a.m. on Berto Path.
What's the most popular singles that gravitates to that?
Way too sexy. But from what I seen, everyone loves that song. Like it's like like that's what makes Drake in conversations with the GOAT. He touches every demographic, and that's one thing I wanted to call you out on your CLB review. Drake, I'm not expecting growth from Drake. Because if it ain't broke, one, don't fix it. All right. 2, he has to satisfy so many different demographics. Like, Drake is not just getting in the studio and just vibing and making music. Mm-hmm. There's a board. And like, we have to cater. We need radio songs. We need girl songs. Right. We need international songs. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between him and a lot of.
But even within that board, I just didn't see I heard all these songs before. Like these was just the same songs recycled in the same, I'll take your girl. Mom and dad is not there. I'll take you and get you a business. Even though he was talking slick on TSU. You know what I'm saying? Fair trade. You wrong me. I only need my friends and my family close. Like I think maybe I went into it with so much high expectation because I can't say it's trash music because it's not trash music. I just expected something more elite, such a more better, and I just felt like we didn't get that. I can't argue with the numbers.
I get you, and that's a good point. And that's why I say age matters. Because my boys that I work out in a fitness factory. Yep. Drake says it in the song, but I didn't really get it until I explained it. He's like, yo, this is obviously Texas State University. That's the letters for it. But he says, yo, that's going to hit so different for them colleges in Texas. So something that you may not be able to understand at your age of whatever your age is, that these college kids or kids is going to go at HBCUs that's going to, get. But and that's another thing, Josh. And I don't mean to come at Josh the whole
he's coming
episode,
at me. It's cool.
But the thing about Josh, and you know how I know how Josh is? Because I have a cousin, my cousin Jordan is just like Josh. Yeah. He's gonna go in his room, he's gonna put on those headphones, he's gonna listen to the computer, and he's gonna get on the internet, he's gonna analyze that album, what means what. So he's gonna always know those things. That somebody who's just listening to it without doing the research, you're just listening. You don't know what comes
behind you. So you couldn't put together Texas State University?
No, you wouldn't know that. Like, he says it now, but I mean, he does.
Yes, that's the most obvious thing in the whole album. I was trying to
throw you a bone.
No. I was trying to decode 7 a.m. like all the sneak disses.
But that's what I mean. Josh is gonna go through the album. He's gonna look up what's this.
I'm not doing
He's
that.
Zeem's not doing that.
But I actually like.
And not that it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's what I know what he's gonna do.
But I gave it a better review than he did.
No, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just know when you listen to music, because my cousin was on that same time, he would break, literally when certain slangs came out, new songs, he was looking at what that meant. What this beat mean. And Josh is doing that, whereas you're just listening. I'm just listening and you'll figure it out if you hear about it.
Right. Oh, we talk about it in the chat.
Yo, but listen, I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. Donda is better than CLB, in my opinion. So Donda sounds so good in the whip. Yeah. And, I got studio headphones, so that's kind of like cheating. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's making stadium music. Yo, that album sounds so good. The bars, I mean.
No. Everybody who's features on their body.
His bars, though.
His bars, they're mediocre. I don't expect nothing from Kanye. All right, this is my only thing. I thought the production on CLB, and maybe that's what it is, because people keep trying to say, Zeem, stop comparing, enjoy it for what it is. And I think all I'm doing is just like comparing it to other features. Like In the Bible is not better than Laugh Now, Cry Later. Girls Want Girls and Want Two Girls, whatever, is not better than Wants and Needs. You know what I'm saying?
That's the song that's on a 3-pack or 2-pack?
Yeah. Fair Trade, obviously I know it's not on this album, but it's not better than Sicko Mode. I never heard a Kid Cudi track. All right, for example, You Only Live Twice is not better than YOLO and all the Drake things that him and Rick Ross put together. And I think that's what I did, and this is why I scaled it so low. If you're just telling me, just listen to it for what it is, then it's a good album for its time.
That's impossible to do though.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm human. I can't do that.
I'm not saying. I mean,
it's hard for me to separate because this is what I'm accustomed. I'm like,
if you listen to
another Drake and Beat.
If you listen to Drake, then you have all that past history going into it. It's impossible to separate. But still, I mean,
we have to admit, Josh said, all right, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's giving us the same formula for the last 5 albums. When I could sincerely go into a Donda album, I never heard anything like that from Kanye before. That is different than Graduation. That is different than 808s. That is different than Life of Pablo. So I'm getting a different sound from this individual.
No, I definitely like Donda. Obviously I make my jokes, but I thought Donda was a really good piece of work. I think both shows are gonna be even better to see them perform live.
I can't wait. We'll be there.
But yeah, I like what Kanye did. I just think him dropping so close to Drake, kind of obviously there's still people that listen to it. But as far as the blogs,
it got drowned out. It did get drowned out. I give you that.
And he's not promoting it as how Drake is with the visuals on IG and all these.
And he doesn't need to because he sold out 3 shows.
3 shows
without even dropped.
Right.
I think that what this really solidified for me was that these artists are really corporations.
Yeah.
Drake's coordination with the ESPN announcement. Now he's doing ESPN Monday Night Football and the billboards and every single blog is talking about it. And the funny cheat code that Drew taught me is that a lot of the memes that you think are roasting the artists,
they create themselves.
They make and put them out there.
Make some more attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So Drake at this point, it's like Drake Incorporated or whatever, how you he's not even an individual. He's he's like more than a brand.
More than a brand.
It's really like the one
he's
thing.
The engine.
The only negative thing I have for the Drake album is that I feel like, and this is an old 50 Cent phrase, when Jay-Z dropped Kingdom Come, it was a lot of the same things. He said it's more marketing than music. And I felt that this album was more marketing than music. But at the same time, it's hard because he gave us so much music leading up to it, and it was good music.
All great music. That's what I'm saying. And I think my expectations were so high where I was just like, okay. And we just heard it before. And I can't even lie. You know me, I go to Drake to get my captions too for my Instagram. I didn't get that much captions out of this album.
There's some good
I mean, I hear you. But
and that's my thing. Like I said, I'm an OVO DC alumni.
But what you got to understand too, like after this next album that Meek's coming with, like, if he takes that next step, you know what I'm saying, which is looking like he is, you may not get the Meek that you're accustomed to no more. You may get a different Meek, and that's what happens when you get successful.
But that's true.
Favorite Jay-Z line of all time is From the Family. You could play with this rap shit if you want, and then he starts talking about clothing brands, businesses, all that. He knew, that's when
I hear you. I'll tell you this, Kanye West. Like, obviously, all those antics he did with the whole MAGA, Donald Trump, it is what it is.
Whack.
And it's whack, and I'm separating that. I'm just going off music. What he did with the 3 shows, how he popped out, the themes of the shows, the generation buzz that he did with Apple TV, selling out, Mercedes Benz and then going to Chicago. Like, I just love how he organically did that. This Drake thing just seemed like, here, guys, here, have this. And then my only issue was I heard 4 of the songs before, but it is what it is. But it was just more about, like, is that really an album cover? All those pregnant girls like that, emojis? Like, oh, are these billboards real? Like, it just didn't seem, it didn't seem like he really cared about it.
No, I could agree with you, but I know you're going to kill me for this statement. But I feel like Drake has to work harder in a sense than Kanye. Kanye, he could get all the artists he want. He could, production's crazy. He could, make tracks, and he has to say very limited things. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even when we go to a show, unless he does old songs, like, he's not gonna rap a lot. He's gonna be doing a lot of antics on the crowd. He's gonna bring out who and who. Yeah. Whereas, and he's known. He has a group of writers that does X, Y, and Z. Exactly. Where although Drake may have some writers,
we know that to be true.
He's doing it is.
Yeah.
He's also writing and having to put certain shit together. As
right.
I think that when you're not at Kanye's level of being known as
a producer,
that's just like Kanye. Drake is an artist, but Kanye is what you would refer to as an artist.
Yeah,
he has art. He has art. You know what I'm saying? Drake can't do that. He can't rely on it. He has to rely on wordplay, and that's tough to do for 11 years.
For real.
Nah, Drake. I would, if I was Drake, I would be a little frustrated in the sense that, like, when you look at his competition, quote unquote, it's not really Kanye. Kanye's from another generation. It's like Cole and Kendrick, and Cole and Kendrick can go away, whereas Drake, I don't know if he has to or if because he wants to or if it's a mix of both. Like, he has to stay doing a feature. Right. He stays having to drop a single, and he's in the mix. He's at these parties.
Why is that? Because it's true what you're saying. Yeah. But what do you guys think is why Drake can't just go and hide it and go hide it for 2 years? Why can't he do that?
He's a corporation, bro.
People want him.
People want him.
The people want him. Must see TV, Six Flags.
So you're saying K. J. Cole. People don't really
You could do without K. J. Cole. No disrespect.
I think it's different. I think Drake is such a corporation. Yo, Joe Budden made this point. He said that Drake. It's a great point. It's a great point. But it's a great point.
I got it.
Listen,
right?
Well,
I hate about that that copyright.
So he said that Drake probably has so many obligations to corporations that we don't even know about. He might have wanted to push his album back until next year, but maybe he already signed a contract with Monday Night Football. And so he has to give music in order to fill a lot of his corporate obligations that
but
keep
you don't
that,
feel
that
like
those
other two artists just keeping it K. Dot and J. Cole.
Different. They're not
On that level.
So Josh, this is what I'm gonna challenge you to,
Yeah.
and I'm willing to pay you $200 to do it. Next time Kendrick Lamar drops an album,
Yeah.
I want you to. You can't read any article.
Yeah.
You can't research anything about the album. You can't listen to no, seriously. You can't listen to any podcast about the album.
Bro.
Listen. You just have to listen to the album, and we have to do a podcast whenever that album comes, and I have to know what your thoughts is of that album.
You want to know what's crazy?
Deal?
So basically saying his own organic thoughts.
Without
no influences,
Nah, but
no
I'm saying
anything.
is, if you remember when Views dropped,
I don't remember that.
you guys were out. You
where?
guys were out somewhere, like out at like a spot, so you couldn't listen to it. And I'm listening to it, and I'm sending y'all like, yo, this is the craziest shit I ever heard.
5 years ago.
But
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is like I do that a lot with albums, bro. Like Kendrick to me more so than like a Drake or Travis, who are they're my 3 more favorite artists in this newer generation. Like I listen to that album. It might sound corny with my eyes closed.
All right, so $200 next album.
Wait.
You listen, $200, and we come in and we talk about it.
Got you.
All right.
No
My cash app better bling.
It's gonna bling.
All right.